Temi-Tope Adeleye here with NBC 10 News. I am here with Chris Marcella with the Marcella Development, who's going to talk to us about Track 15, the anticipated Union Station Food Hall. It's about 40% done, and he's going to give us a tour. Sir, I'm going to hand this over to you, kind of talk to us about what we're looking at.
All right, awesome. We're going to try not to trip and fall as we do this, but welcome to the space. So right now what you have here is the original Capitol Grill side of the space. So for people that remember that, this was actually where the bar was. And now it's connected all the way through the entire first floor of this space. So we're just seeing the interior footprint of the lower level of that building, which is about 16,000 square feet. We're doing a 3,000 square foot addition, so everything will be stepping out, which the footprints are in here now, but that will start getting under construction in the next few weeks and done before the first snowflake falls. But right now there's a lot happening in here. Excited to show you, so come around. We have eventual stage over here, and we have people running to hide right now, but there will be a stage, there will be a media wall, so people that want to come and watch game nights as well as for do presentations. Maybe we'll host some movies. There's a lot of opportunities down here that we're excited about, along with a bunch of soft seating, mix of seating all the way throughout the space and outside as well. We have the first of our vendor stalls here. This is there. They'll be offering burgers and fried chicken. You begin to sort of see the footprint here. They're beginning to put in exhaust and the framing here, and you'll see as we go down different levels of work in each different space. We have our Mexican offering for Dolores that we're really excited about, and so you can see the equipment beginning to go in on this side. Try not to pull you or trip myself. This will be Dune Brothers doing fried fish and raw bar. Right here you can sort of see the outline of the front of the counters, and this will be where the raw bar is, and doing all sitting on ice and smoke and all of the really amazing shellfish offerings that Nick and his team get from around Rhode Island and the region. But this will be a fun one. As we go down, we get to our Italian offering, Giusto, out of Newport. And that will be situated right here. We then have our Indian offering, which is the one that we just announced today. Sanjeev, bringing us Little Chaska. They have a number of restaurants in the state, but Chaska out of Garden City in Cranston is where that name comes from, along with Rasoy in Providence and Kebab and Curry and others. But that is this really large footprint, actually. And so we're thrilled to be able to announce him today. Along next door with another one that we announced today, Chef Alp out of Newport, bringing us Tolya, which is going to be a Middle Eastern offering. He is from Turkey. His cooking is amazing. We found him through one of our other vendor merchants and introduced to him several months ago, and we were just really excited to bring him here into Providence and show off incredible Middle Eastern talent. But this will all be with charcoal and fire, with pita bread going through fire, and really just to capture all of the essence and the spices and all the things that make Middle Eastern food so interesting and exciting will be able to be showcased here in this space. And then lastly, we have our pizza, which will be Neapolitan pizza. So the oven hasn't arrived yet, but that has to get here before we close up some of the spaces here because it's huge. But we're beginning to see the soffit go in. This is the first one. We're getting a sense of the framing of the space. So that's the lineup of our merchants, and then the rest behind you with all seating, and then the addition seating of all different types for all, however, families, individuals, or whatever people are looking for, groups of friends will be scattered throughout the entire space. We'll have a dedicated takeout area, so people who just want to grab and go without having to come through the space, they can do that with windows facing outside. And then really the bar is probably central to everything. So even if people aren't excited to come and eat necessarily, we have some really great beverage offerings and beginning to put that entire program together now with our team. That is basically the face of that is where that wall is going, stepping all the way out. So again, this space gets pushed out as the addition gets completed. As we were talking and earlier, is really what makes this space and the building so fantastic. It's something that we really couldn't have recreated, was the historic nature of the space. And we have above us these beautiful barrel vaulted ceilings from 1898. It's actually one of the only things inside the building that survived a fire in the 1980s. This survived. We are so excited to be able to bring all of these spaces together as one, which never existed, because you had Capitol Grill on one side, you had Bar Louie and Raphael's on the other side, and the tunnel that went in between to the skating rink. And long before that, going back to the 1890s when this was a train station, really what Francis Street actually continued through the building here. And so that's what this bridge structure is. That really becomes clear as you see the space as one. And then either side, historically, going back then, was coal storage, as well as some offices and lower level offices for the historic train station. So really, this is the first time ever since 1898 that these spaces have been joined as one, which really gives a sense of the scale. However, now that construction is really underway, it has shrunken by half because of all the back of house that it's going to take to run this operation, everything from storage, dry goods, dishwashing, all of the things that the public won't necessarily see but are key part to making this whole thing work are behind these now walls that have been put up. So we're about 40% of the way through, a lot more to go. We're really excited, and maybe when you come back next time we'll have the addition done and maybe the bar, which will be fun for everybody.
Absolutely.
Cool.
All right. Well, thank you, sir, so much for giving us that tour. And everyone back at home, be sure to check out our socials and our newscasts for more. For now, in Providence, Temi-Tope Adeleye, NBC 10 News.